Hi guys, and welcome to another one of Richie's reviews. This time we're going to be taking a look at this R3 disc from Cervelo. In my eyes, it's a kind of do-it-all bike. It's very hard to pick fault with this, to be honest with you. If there is any negatives, we'll come back to it after some footage that I'm going to roll out now, some filming I've done on the bike out in the Peak District. But yeah, it's a cracking bit of kit. It looks fantastic, and let's watch some footage and then we'll come back and talk about it. Okay guys, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the footage. So like I was saying before we went to that clip, that for me he pretty much does everything, this bike, and does it really well. It is very hard to find a fault with it. It climbs really well. The ride is superb on it, it soaks up all the bumps. I mean, Cervelo, Sunweb, they use this bike in the classics this year for the pro teams, and that kind of says it all really. You know you're gonna get a comfy ride when the riding cobbles on it. It's so don't think like when people are looking at like a climbing bike from Cervelo, or they don't want an aero bike, they might think straight away, oh, R5 all day, R5, but there is this, it's kind of its baby brother, and it's a lot cheaper, but I think it's a hell of a lot of bike for the money. So differences between this and the R5, I find that I prefer this, to be honest, because it's got a longer steerer tube. So I see so many people on R5s, very rarely will I see a Sram stem. They will always have maybe 20-30 mil of spaces, and that's because on an R5 the steerer tube is so small, whereas on this it's a lot bigger. You can run it slammed. I mean, my setup here is I've got an Enve aero stem on at 120 with minus 12 degrees, and it just looks much tidier, much, I think, a racier look, so to speak. In this current configuration as well, I've got a quarter power meter running full etap, hydro, and I've got my training wheels on here at the minute. So these are the original DT Swiss wheels that come on it, and they're aluminium, with the Schwalbe Pro 1 tubeless tyres. Again, don't message me asking me for a set because they're not out yet, but they came out in a limited edition batch for the Tour Down Under in January, and a good friend of mine out in Australia sent me a couple of pairs of these, so super rare but great set of tyres. And yeah, it's coming in at 7.55 kilo in this. Now you'll see on some of the footage that we just did then, I was riding it with the Enve 3.4s on. In that configuration it comes in at 7.08 kilo. So, you know, if you wanted to get it on or below that 6.8 UCI weight limit, then it's easy possible, you know, by changing the stem to like a super light climbing stem, saddle, again, get rid of that for a normal SRAM red chain set, you would be in and around 6.5 kilo, and again, like putting the light set of wheels on. So don't worry thinking the R3 is a hell of a lot heavier than the R5, because it isn't. And I've rode both, and in my honest opinion, I find the R3 a better all-round bike. And if I had the money, even if they were both the same price, I would go for the R3 all day. I just find it a great bike. And that being the only negative is the slightly heavier weight penalty, and that's just because of a different kind of size in the geometry, but it's the layup of the carbon, so you pay that premium for that special layup of carbon in the R5, which then they can use less of to make the frame set lighter. But yeah, really struggle to find a negative with it. It's a great bike. Anybody thinking about getting one, I would highly recommend it. Again, from some of the footage you might have seen, I was running the original Cervelo 90mm stem, and the reason being for that is my wife loves this bike, and if we go out she always wants to get on the R3, so I've had it set up for her, and then if we've been out I don't want to be messing about and changing stems and stuff just for filming a bit of footage, so hence the shorter stem. But this is how I'd have it set up. It's a size 51 because I'm vertically challenged. But yeah, no, great bit of kit. Any questions, just fire away, I'll reply to them all. And like and subscribe the video for more content. I'm going to be getting my hands on, hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, Mr. Primoz Roglic's Bianchi XR4 to demo. Not his actual bike, but one of them. But it should be good. I've really wanted to try one of the Bianchis, so that'll be great. And then one I'm more looking forward to is the new Scott Addict RC, which the Yates brothers are on at the minute. Matteo Trentin, Luke Durbridge for Scott, and it's a bike that was really exciting me. That is, I think it's a kind of do-it-all machine, similar to this, but again lighter. And yeah, like I say, watch this space, like and subscribe to see that, and hopefully in the next few weeks we'll be getting his hands on that off Scott. All these bikes are available through Peak Cycles in Macclesfield, so I'll put a link below to click to their website. Give them a call, ask to speak to Andy, and he'll sort you out with a great deal, I'm sure. Sorry, Andy. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned.